ups and you sort of shoot the power up at the person that'll make him have to play lefty or play double notes or up his difficulty or play through like a shaking effect.
So the idea is killer, and basically our assignment is to take that idea and run with it and carry it forward into the future. And we've got a lot of killer ideas about how to take the product and innovate on it and just take it from where it's at now up, beyond, and over the top.
One of our goals is to make a demo for this year. People like to play it and get their feel of it and see how the new game's going to be. As to when it comes out, we don't know right now, but it is one of our goals to do that for this year.
I can't really say, what Harmonix is doing with Rock Band because, we really haven't seen it. I will say that, the stuff that they've done in the past, Guitar Hero 1, Guitar Hero 2, even Amplitude and Frequency, those are great music rhythm games, and I think it's awesome, and it's great to have the opportunity to work on what they've done and really try and stand on their shoulders and make a great game. I think, our game can stand on its own with our song list and, the bosses and stuff we have in there, but I hope that there's some way that the two games can coexist, because it's just a music rhythm game space, which I think is really unexplored to a great degree. Like, there's lots of first-person shooters out there, there's lots of action games, but really, music rhythm games, there's not a lot out there. Hopefully the two games can coexist.
Want to know how soccer superstar Ronaldinho's moves get into one of the world's biggest video games? Well, we have an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at EA's FIFA 2008. Everything from motion capture to interviews with the developers and the players, so let's head off to Barcelona.
So in Barcelona today, with Ronaldinho being motion captured, having the opportunity to have the greatest player in the world suit up and actually hands-on provide his own animation into our game is exceptionally exciting. It allows our animation system this year in the game really to be stretched to the utmost and gives the individual focus and individual feel to each individual player that we're really driving towards. So it's very exciting to have, I'd probably say, the best athlete we've ever motion captured at EA Sports. So it's an exciting day.
The mocap suit is great. I've worn it before and enjoyed it. It's a completely different experience, and I look funny in that suit. I couldn't imagine playing a game with all those wires attached to me. That would be impossible. When I play FIFA, normally I play as either Barcelona or the Brazilian national team. Sometimes I'll play with the teams from other countries, but Barcelona is the team I like to play the best. Technically, I think Barcelona is one of the best teams in FIFA, so I guess I'm lucky that I play for them in real life.
Motion capture has evolved quite a lot over the last 12 months, 24 months, 3 years, 5 years. It's the beauty of the industry we work in. So the amount of data that we can now read translates directly into the amount of data and what you see in the game. Similarly with, we have facial capture now, so we actually have the ability to scan in the exact models of the players and then reproduce the exact models of the players, which probably look better than they do in real life.
Motion capture is, like this name, is capturing the motion of a body. And so what we're doing here today is we're capturing really high-end athletes, the real motion, the real skills. So when you're playing the game, and we're capturing Ronaldinho and his speed and his agility, that's exactly what you're playing. It takes about a half hour, it's quick and easy to get into the suit, but then we have to marker them, and that's exactly how we capture the data with this optical system. So these markers are placed in very specific areas. And then once we do that, it's about 15 minutes more after that to marker up the face.
Yeah, having Ronaldinho being able to motion capture and do his own moves, again, Ronaldinho can do things with the ball that no one else can, which is why he's the greatest player on the planet. Having him in our motion capture arena gives really exclusive Ronaldinhoism to our game this year, which is very, very exciting for our consumers and the football gamers out there. So exclusively this year, for the very first time, the PS3 game is coming out this FIFA season. Obviously we didn't develop the first game for it last year, but this year a lot of the partnership we have with Sony has allowed us to use a lot of their technology to develop a game which which will excite a lot of Sony PS3 fans. It really will, and it's Nintendo Wii for the first time as coming out this year on FIFA. We've had a lot of excitement developing for that platform. Obviously with control systems, you get into a lot of conversations about whether it's authentic to the actual sport. But we kind of like removed all those boundaries and said, let's have fun designing the game, and then let's measure what's authentic and what is true to the actual game. And I'm excited that a lot of the features that you're going to see this year and actually play with, very authentic but a hell of a lot of fun. We really believe this year's game release is really the platform launch for that first real iteration of what we consider a final base for that next gen that we can then develop on over the next 3 to 4 years. So there's a lot of exciting features coming through, none more important than the gameplay, the depth of the animation system, the context sensitivity, the new AI system, the new database controlling and running it all. It really is all about true, authentic gameplay, and with the technology growing the way it is, it's not long before that line is seriously blurred between what is real and what is virtual. So who knows, 4 or 5 years, you could be playing for England in the virtual England team, having a wage for it, who knows?
I have a lot of FIFA competitions with my friends. They come to my house, we'll have some dinner, and then we'll spend the rest of the evening playing FIFA. It can get quite heated. It's always great to be a part of the FIFA franchise. I've been involved with it many times over the years, and I'm happy to see it has become such a great and authentic representation of football.
That's a wrap on this week's show and almost the end of IGN Weekly's first season. 50 episodes, I can hardly believe it, so make sure to tune in next week before we take off on a short summer break. And as usual, send comments and suggestions to weekly@ign.com. Oh, let's be honest, we're not going to answer you back. It's summer break, guys. I'm out of here.